Alright, YouTuber. Well, since the weather's bad out, I decided to review on how I power my cine cameras. And we'll first start with my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. Now, it's fully rigged out to my specs that I want it to be. And the batteries I'm using with HIT, get where you can see it. What I like about these, it's got a checker here. You got 4 bars. 100%, 75%, 50%, and 25%. Now when my batteries drop down to this bar here, which is 25%, I shut it down. I won't go beyond 25%, even though you probably could squeeze some more life out of it. I never tested it. I did test these batteries with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K powering the main monitor and my external monitor. I got 1 hour and 30 minutes out of one battery. Now, if I put the battery in for the monitor there and run it on its own power, I can get 2.5 hours out of these batteries, and that's still powering that one. But if I use one battery to power both, the camera and the monitor, I can only get 1.5 hours. That's it, without going to a V-mount battery. And these batteries, if you can see it on there, what tells you what it is, but I'll read it to you. It is a 7.4 volt at 7800 milliamp. Now it doesn't give you the watt hours, so I don't know what the actual watt hours is. On one battery I had that died on me, it just won't charge. It was at 18.7 watt hours at 3800 milliamp, and it actually lasted quite a long time, but it's your watt hours that provided that. Next one on my Cam E2C, rigged out the way I want it, and I definitely don't want to go with a B-mount battery for HIT because I built the Cam to be as light as possible, to be able to be more maneuverable, pretty much as my B camera. Now the batteries I got for HIT, if you can get up here and see that, get it in focus. Okay, and HIT is a 7.2 volt at 7200 milliamp. Now from testing these batteries here for the Cam, I can get 4.5 hours running the Cam camera, but I have to run the battery to the monitor because my mount doesn't have an auxiliary extra port to power the monitor. So, and the batteries I got for HIT lasted the same amount of time for the battery that I'm running the Cam on, 4.5 hours. Now I did a test running the Wi-Fi and just letting it record at the TV or the wall, whatever I just pointed out at, just to mix it up a little bit, and running the LGV50 Cam app, and I got 4 hours out of it, actually 4 hours and 5 minutes. And on these batteries here, it don't have the checker to see where your percentage is at, but the reason why I went with this mounting bracket here, it has it built in, and it's the same as the first batteries I showed you for the Blackmagic. You got 100%, 75%, 50%, and a 25%. And when this light kicked on or dropped down to 25%, it was the only light showing. The monitor for my voltage on the battery read 7.0 volts. I shut it down. So these batteries here, powering just the camera, because I don't have it, like I said, I don't have an external out for the monitor, I get 4.5 hours out of one of these batteries at 7200 milliamp. Okay, and running the Wi-Fi, I can get 4 hours and 5 minutes. We'll just say 4 hours. I don't worry about that 5 minutes to hit it 25% battery life. Now, I did do a test, same test, just letting the Cam stare at the wall, running the battery here. It has its own checker built in to see how accurate the monitor or checker here on this adapter was, and it was spot on. On a full charge, whatever this little one here, say you're recording for 3 hours, whatever, you notice you drop down to 75% now, and you do your check with this battery here, HIT read 75%. So I'd say the monitor or the mount bracket is accurate to the T. With this particular battery, it has its own built-in checker. So I'd like to have bought all these type of batteries with the checker already on it, but these things are almost 30 bucks a piece for these. And the other ones here are like $21, depending where you get them at, 22. So they're a lot cheaper, but you're losing 600 milliamps. Now back to what I was saying with this here, I tested HIT with the Wi-Fi on, and I got 5 hours, or excuse me, 4.5 hours with the Wi-Fi on, 5 hours not running the Wi-Fi. So you're gaining a half hour and not losing a half hour. But then again, these are 7800 milliamp, where these ones are 72. So that 600 extra milliamps does that help, but only buys you a half hour. So you have to weigh the cost. You want to spend quite a bit more. I mean, what you pay for a 2-pack of these, you can damn near buy a 4-pack of these. So yeah, I know this is a pretty short review, but don't got nothing else to do. It's crappy ass winter, so I just figured and show you the battery system that I'm running now. Eventually I am going to go to a V-mount battery system for the Blackmagic, just for the fact it's going to be mostly my tripod camera, and the Z cam is going to be my B camera moving around where I need to get into tight places. So alright, I hope this helps someone out on trying to decide on what type of battery system to go with.